We are not all the same way. We are not all like worse than cancer, diabetes, or heart disease combined. I know a person who has diabetes who can tell you that, by the way. And we are not the death of marriages either, Alfonso Cuarón. So throw out that generalized image out of your brains right now, because that does not exist. And the time that it did exist, if ever at all, is long past.
It's over.
So, yes, get with it or get off the train. Right. So yeah.
Hallelujah.
I have there are two ways of dealing it. The first is a form of witty retorts. First you can say, I don't look autistic. Well, you don't look normal to me. And if they try to defend themselves by saying, I look normal, you can always ask them, what does it mean to look normal? Of course, if you really want to be mean and nasty, and I hate to channel my father on this, you can always tell the person, I don't look autistic. That doesn't look like a natural hair color. Are you using dye?
Do you have extensions? Well, what's an autistic supposed to look like? Little green men from Mars?
I wasn't trying to be really creative with that, but that works too. Of course, the alternative, if you want to be educational and help educate the ignorant, we can say, did Albert Einstein or Amadeus Mozart look autistic? Did Jerry Seinfeld look autistic?
Tampa Brandon look autistic.
I'm not sure they're familiar with who she is. Brilliant a woman as she is, many intelligent women tend to be swept under the rug by modern media, sadly.
Aww. That's just wrong.
Yes.
Welcome to society.
I believe that reason is called sexism.
Yes, and it's alive and well, I'm afraid.
Here's another example is Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd is autistic.
Cheryl Hannah.
People will not
She's
know
another
who
one
that
that's
is.
got
A lot of people will if you're a little older, like some of us.
She was in that movie.
We have a lot of questions going up, and I think we have to clear the room in 5 minutes. So
We were having so much fun.
we are having fun. We can do this all night. So I'm going to try to get the back, okay, guys?
Your documentary is. Can we watch it? Is there anywhere to say?
Oh, my documentary? Yeah, actually, we're trying to work on an Atlanta screening right now so that we can start drumming up support in the community since the festivals don't seem to be interested. Just fine by me. I haven't done anything by asking anyone for help, so.
You can get on the ASC list and we will advertise it.
Okay.
Okay? So you have my email at the bottom of the handout. Okay, you have my email. You can email me. I can add you onto the list that we have of all the members of the ASC, and we send regularly emails about events, about whatever. Okay? And if you have stuff you want us to spread, well, we try our best. Okay? And to spread it.
Don't give me
My question is, where do you see the most positive gains being made for people on the spectrum?
And I'm going to urge my fellow self-advocates to be really careful about mentioning specific names of organizations they don't like. Just saying. I know it's going to be really hard to avoid it on this one. They want to know what they want to know what you think is making the most change. Okay.
Not by organization, but by method, procedure, process.
Let's see, what's making the most change? I don't think it's really Autism Speaks. I think it's individuals on the spectrum as a whole.
We just said not to imply, assume, or talk about any organizations in general. We're talking about processes, ideas, or people.
I suppose it's unavoidable, though.
I'm saying it, and I'm not trying to put Autism Speaks down. I'm saying it's us as a whole. It's our experiences that change the world.
There we go. See, that's how you have to do it. You just find the creative language. Sunny's going crazy over here. I think she's ready to go.
One question though, are we allowed to mention like movements that we like? Okay, good. Well, you see, one thing for all of us to do is to be very, very positive. And there's this movement, a website and YouTube channel called More Than Ordinary. And I encourage everybody on the autism spectrum to make just a general 3 to 5 minute video, introduce yourself, talk about your disability or diagnosis, talk about the advantages, and the most important thing is talk about how love and acceptance makes you feel, and at the end, say, I am, put your name, and say, I am more than ordinary. I made one.
And it was impressive.
But so did Aaron.
And I just put mine up.
I need to see that soon.
I just put mine up. I still haven't heard from them, but I posted it 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So, one of the other things that I think is brings out the most positive change, I think, is what was the question? That was the question, right? Yeah. For one thing, to sum it all up, is actual autistic individuals, I think. Because I have heard it said from my employer that those of us on the spectrum are the real experts. So, let us have some words, please, and listen to us.
Actually,
Like I said, remember the little analogy I mentioned about the fish.
All right, so we'll wrap this up by saying, in my opinion, what the positive progress is when we are willing to listen to the ideas of people who have some good ideas for positive development and are willing to take the time and effort to help us. When it goes both ways, when my hand is joined with the hand of a neurotypical who's trying to help me and I trying to help them, the whole community coming together. As Sean was talking about the one with fish, it takes a village to raise a child. The community is there to help, and we just need to listen.
I think one thing that everyone's learned tonight is that if the autistic community isn't being heard, it's not because they're not well spoken. It's because they're being silenced, right? So we really need to walk away from this learning. I want to thank, actually, and I think all of us do, the AAC for giving us an opportunity to speak. They went out of their way to make this happen to us, and I would.
And they brought us pizza. If nothing else, please applaud for Greg for the pizza.
And we managed to make it almost 8 o'clock before we mentioned anything we didn't like, so that I thought we did really, really well today. I want to thank the panelists. Panelists were awesome tonight, and everybody for the time. Thank you so much for your. Have a great night.
I want to say one more thing. Okay.
Please, before you leave, don't forget the magazines.
Okay, one for family. One other thing. If any of you guys see me at Legoland, please do not broadcast my status, okay?
He doesn't want the people there.